Hey guys, this is Mike, of course, of the Mbadiwe.com. I just received some thoughts and I decided to share it. And it has little to do with business. It has to do with one of my passions, which is mind mastery. Because I believe that whatever we create in the physical is first created internally. And by this, I mean that our internal creation is always externalized as our reality in the physical. And I want to talk about briefly, of course, about limitation beliefs, because we always have this tendency, because of our egoistic inclination to the expressions of what we have in our current lives. Therefore, we have what is called limiting beliefs, and these limiting beliefs actually inhibit our general understanding of how to actually go about optimizing our lives. And by this, I mean that we can do a lot by actually clearing our mental desks. Mental desk is one of the inhibitions we have as human beings. We have a lot of cobwebs, a lot of things on our mental organization. And in psychology, you can attribute such a thing as mental desk. And until we clear this mental desk to actually get away from our limiting beliefs, we may not be able to make any ends meet by creating the type of realities that we want in our lives. And therefore, how to overcome limiting beliefs is to believe that, I don't want to go biblical or religious here, because after all, the history of every human being is written down in what ordinarily people understand as the Bible. And this is exactly the psychological explanation of every state that every human being is supposed to live in this world. And the issue I'm talking about is that for us to overcome limiting beliefs, we must first understand that whatever we create through the use of our thoughts actually reflect in our physical lives, whether good or bad, whether you like it or not. Whatever situation you find yourself today in, you created yourself, nobody else. And we can begin to overcome these limiting beliefs if we take responsibilities for our situations in life. Instead of finding someone else to blame for them, we can take responsibility and own up to the fact that we are able to create a better life if we want, depending on what we want in our lives. And by this, I mean that we can create good life from what we call an expressive, expressions of our current lives, which may not be in line with our visualized future, So we can change it by making sure that we understand that we can build whatever kind of life that we want. By believing that we can do it, we can do it. There is no rocket science in actually doing all the things we want to do as dreams. We can achieve this if we can clear this mental desk and understand that when we limit ourselves by thinking that there is any other thing outside of us that can change our lives, we will begin to actually make progress. We can change it for ourselves. And if we believe in our hearts that we can do it, whatever goal, whatever dream, whatever desire you have out there in your heart that you want to visualize, you can achieve it if only you believe that you can do it. Therefore, creating it first internally, and then having the subconscious mind express it in the physical. If you do this, then your limiting beliefs would have been a thing of the past, and then you will be able to begin to progress in ways that you may have thought impossible. I'm telling you, as a victim, I've tested it all personally. I've tested most of the states that I'm talking about, and decided that at the end of the day, since I have tested it, so that when I talk from experience, then I know what I'm saying, that we can change our lives physically, of course, by winning the battles internally, because internal noises and external noises inhibit us. But when we win the internal noises, then we can always conquer the external noises. This is where I come to the end of this very thought series, and I will come back to you with another one as soon as I receive some thoughts. I will make sure I make them available. But you can create the world you want by changing what you have in your inside. Whatever you have in your inside, you can change it in order to express whatever you wish and desire in the physical. I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.